Anyway, let's talk about something that I think people are really excited about. Anakin and Padme. Optical, as I lead into this topic, I don't know if you probably didn't see this. You know what Mario said on a show the other night?
No.
He said on Layout's show, he was like, you know what I want? A pregnant Padme figure. I was like, why? I was like, why? Is it like your fetish or something? Like, what's the deal, bro? Come on now. But
Did Mario check into a facility after that? Like
yeah, he probably should have. He should have after he said that. But yeah, he was like, yeah, man, I want a pregnant Padme. I was like, no, you don't. No, you don't. But anyway, Optical. So Anakin Skywalker. The question I want to ask is, are these figures essential for Star Wars collectors? I'm willing to bet that a lot of people are going to say yes to this. And I think that for a lot of people, that is going to be true. The question, though, Optical, I think becomes, how many Anakin Skywalkers, again, do you need? Kind of like how many Tom Holland Spider-Mans do you need? Because for me, I mean, I can't take away, this figure is amazing. It is really, really well done. This is one of the better this is probably one of the best Hot Toys head sculpts I've seen, honestly. This is really, really good. And you're right, Optical, $279? I mean, $279, bro, this is dope. And this is really, really well done. But is it essential? And I think for a lot of people, it is going to be. Optical, what do you think about this? Is this something you're going to pick up? Do you think most people are going to deem this essential?
For me, and everyone knows I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan out there, but I do like Star Wars. Don't get me wrong about it. And I can appreciate a damn good figure. And this is a damn good figure. Yep. So regardless if it's for the same reason I picked up what do you call that? Deadshot. It's a Deadshot from Suicide Squad, and Will Smith.
Oh, Deadshot. I thought I was talking about Bloodsport.
And then they're not the best movie, but I am outside of a movie fanatic and also like a character based. I also like a good figure, and this is a really good figure. Now, with basing on your tier faction, kind of thing. This might be outside of your tier, but I am not gonna I'm not gonna torture myself by not getting this because he's not a tier 1. Right. I can just imagine, because I had this before I sold some of my Lukes. I had the progression of Luke. So I got the New Hope Luke, the deluxe from, what do you call that? When he has the deluxe, I don't know, whatever that movie is.
Yeah, what's it, episode 6?
6, yeah, and then the Hobo Luke. And boy, did they look good. The progression of him being young to a guy, to like an adult male to an old guy. If you can do this Anakin, and then you got the dark side, and then you got Vader, my God, if that's not a good display, I don't know what is. So all you need is that little Jake. Is that his name? Jake Fisher?
Jake. What is it? Jake? Was it Jake Lloyd?
Jake Lloyd. What? Yeah, Jake Lloyd. I doubt that's ever going to happen because I know he hated that movie.
he got bullied really. It was really bad.
Yeah, he hated that. So it's probably not going to happen. But this is so good. And this is where we're going to discuss that later on. This is so good. And the price is so good as well that you feel dirty not picking him up.
You feel dirty.
I feel like it's a criminal offense if you don't pick this up. And imagine if this even goes to that 20% mark. That's just absurd. Again, I'm not going to pre-order this. I have full confidence that this is going to stay a while. But don't listen to me. Don't listen to me like, oh man, I messed up because freaking Optical told me to. Like, no,
because fucking Optical, bro.
Again, this is not in my tier S as well. So, but with that being said, I'm going to pick it up. I will pick Count Dooku with a reissue.
Yeah, dude. Do you think Count Dooku's gonna get reissued?
Reissue.
That figure's amazing. That figure's the head sculpt, dude.
All they gotta do is put purse on it, and they're gonna be like, "Hey,
Count." And then I'm gonna be like, "Damn it!" It's the same exact head sculpt, but just with purse. I'd be like, "I gotta sell mine."
Yeah, that moving
eyes. I wouldn't.
That moving eyes that I never move anyway. Right. I gotta have that.
I gotta have it. Gotta sell my old one.
Dude, but this guy, even if this goes down, how we have the prototype to final product, this goes down by 10%. It's still a pretty darn good looking figure.
Yeah.
It's that good. It's that good for $280. Jesus.
What about her Optical Padme for $270?
Okay, so this is lower down on my tier rating as well. But I gotta admit, this looks good in certain angles. A lot better than the prototype, what we saw before. Is it a must-have for me? No. So this is not a must-have for me. This is one of those things where it needs to go down, at least for me. I don't want to offend any Star Wars fans out there. For me,
someone is like gasping.
Jesus Christ, I'm going to die by sadness.
They're triggered.
Mario's going to be like, what?
You don't want a pregnant Padme?
This one, This looks good too. I mean, can it have improvement? Of course, I mean, but on certain angles, like I think this one looks pretty good. This is where the purse I think comes in handy because she like this that one looks good. This one looks good.
Yeah.
How much is this? 280?
270.
270. Still
that's
not
pretty
bad.
good. But like, look, 270 or Tom Holland for 280. Like that's what I mean.
Freaking
That's
Tom
good.
Holland just set the bar, man.
Tom Holland did just set the bar, dude.
He just
Tom
set
Holland
the bar.
Well, yeah, dude, but it optical. This is not really the topic here, but just as a passing thing, it does really make you think. Like, I can't wait for in-art figures to come out. I'm super excited. But 2 Jokers for 1,000 or Tom Holland for 280. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Hot Toys did, I mean, all I'm saying is Hot Toys did a really good job there. I think almost, I don't know if this is like, again, an attack on in-art, but I think it's like clearly an effort in some way to do something about what the market's saying. And it's like, it does make you think, man. Like, but trust me, I think that part of it is because in-art is super silent right now. So they're just not in the news because they are dead silent trying to get those Joker figures ready. And when those Joker figures come out great, I think we're all going to be like, okay, cool. It was worth it. Right.
But this, we give Hot Toys shit most of the time if they don't improve. And when they do, we gotta be fair here. We gotta give them their flowers as well.
Yeah,
because like I said, this is a most anticipated figure. This could not have a purse. And people are still going to buy it. I mean, there's tons of Star Wars fans out there who just want a Padme. And if they release this without a purse, people will be like, oh, finally. If that Anakin comes out without a purse at 300, finally we get this Anakin. But no, they pull back down and they give us this. So now the lines are getting blurred. It's kind of like, man, this Anakin just needs a rooted hair and it's in art.
Yeah.
But half the price. So it's magnetic base. Let's just say InArt made this, right? So what is going to be the difference? He's going to have a rooted hair, probably a magnetic base and magnetic hands. But for 280 and 500, if InArt made this would be 500. So it's magnetic base, magnetic hands, and rooted hair really cost double. So now you got to ask that question. You don't even have to because they don't have the license for this. But Hot Toys did a good job of not. I don't know if it's directed towards them. I don't think so. I think that they're a part of it, but
right.
You got to give them flowers, man.
You do, man. They deserve praise for this one, Optical. They've created enough doubt, I think, in people's minds where you're just kind of like, it just, dude, like, again, these are prototypes. These are not final products. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, they are killing it, man. And Optical, we've also overlooked the idea of USB lightsabers. Right? Mm-hmm. That's what they've done for this Anakin here. And they've been doing it for all lightsaber character, Jedi, Sith, whatever, moving forward. So we'll see how those actually are in person. Maybe they look like shit. Maybe they're just not very bright. But still, and like maybe the wire is kind of annoying, but at least is an attempt at innovation.
Right.
So, and it's something I think that it could be pretty amazing. So we're going to see actually how much better the figures tend to be in person. And then, like I said, we're going to see with InArt at the end of the day. But to answer this question, Optical, to get back on track, essential for Star Wars collectors, I think for a lot of people, these are going to be. And what you just actually said kind of almost sold me on buying this Anakin because, at the end of the day, it's a tiered version character. Anakin is, I think he's tier 2 or tier 3 for me, right? So something in there. So that's worthy of a purchase, right? That's worthy of a purchase. So I thought my plan was to just really have one Anakin, to get the dark side Anakin reissue that they're probably going to do for Obi-Wan that they've already really teased. I really like that one. That's kind of the one that I want. But you're right, Optical, man. Having this, the dark side, and then the DX Vader, like that would look really, really good.
It's like evolution.
I've said, Optical, that I don't really care about Padme. Personally, I don't care about Padme. She's kind of a whatever character to me. But a lot of people love Padme, and that's great because the figure looks great. And I'm happy that they improved on it from the prototype because the prototype, it was okay. It was not looking too hot, right? This one looks great.
Yeah.
So, and I think the colors are really cool. The head sculpt's great. I've heard from some angles, people say she looks like Millie Bobby Brown. I started to see it a little bit. I was like, yeah, a little bit. But I still think Natalie Portman is clearly in the likeness. It's a really well done figure. But nonetheless, Optical, I think for a lot of people, these are going to be essential. Anakin, I saw Padme was actually outselling Anakin on the bestsellers list, which I thought was interesting. Maybe it's because they've made more Anakins and Padme's just she feels so special. Kind of like Mace, when Mace gets announced, he's going to shoot up to the top because he's very popular, and he's never been made before. Yeah. So he's never been made before. People are going to feel that urge. I might even pre-order Mace because if that comes out looking good, because I really want a Mace figure, and this might be our only chance, right? Yeah. So I do think a lot of people are going to deem these two essential. People love nostalgia, man. This makes people feel nostalgic.
Yeah, yeah.
So
For sure.
that Anakin, I think Anakin is a slightly better head sculpt and overall better looking figure, but nonetheless, they're both great. Anakin looks dope, man.
Dude,
Anakin looks
Anakin's-
really good. Yeah.
It's probably like ever, not just Star Wars head sculpt, probably like Hot Toys best sculpt ever. Like,
Isn't it funny how
it's
how
the
they
best.
just seem to nail some actors, but they cannot get other ones? Like
Yeah.
as far as like Tom Hiddleston, they've done like pretty good, okay, right? But every Anakin is like, there it is, like
There it
it's Anakin, you know. But and Mark Hamill, they always seem to get like close, you know.
Mhm.
Like Harrison Ford, they do a really great job with. But there's some actors, Sebastian Stan, they do good on the protos anyway, and just they can never seem to like quite nail certain actors. But
There's
it's,
probably like actors like Viggo Mortensen, right? Like we're making fun of
Yeah.
Asmus, so it's just like, look at this guy. I mean, this doesn't even look like him. Then Inart took their shot. It looks good. It looks better than Asmus, but it's still not to this Anakin level. You know,
no.
like that Viggo. It's like, all right, I mean, it looks better than Asmus, but that's not hard to do. But I was just like, yeah. It's
Well,
not
that's why I
this.
think they didn't put that one up for pre-order because it's not ready yet.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
ready. Because I think maybe they thought it was probably ready, then they showed it and they saw the backlash. They were like, okay, let's pull it back. It's not ready. Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're gonna go back to the drawing board. But yeah, man, this Anakin is really, really nice.
we're good.
All right, guys.